Hi, I'm Amy, thank you for tuning in. Feels like a while since I've done a haul, so I have quite a big pile of books to show you, a few spooky items and quite a lot of things that I'm really excited to read. So let me know in the comments which ones you would prioritise, and I will hopefully try and get to them soon. Also, there is a book in here that I accidentally ordered 2 copies of, and when it was pre-ordered, obviously I ordered it twice, so let me know in the comments if you'd like to be in with a chance of winning this book, and I'll give you a few more details when I get to it. First off, I got a surprise package from an absolutely gorgeous small business. These were gifted items from a company that I've used before, and it turns out that the person who owns the company has read the Mina books and decided that she was going to send me a couple of things, which is super lovely. I'd highly recommend you check them out. Sinister Signs do amazing horror themed merchandise. They do things like bookmarks. I've got a really cool sign for the Bates Motel across the room. I've got some spooky witches' hands that they made that are absolutely incredible. So I'd highly recommend checking them out. Like I said, they're called Sinister Signs. And these are the things that they sent. So I got this really cute little shelf standy that says read in peace, which I just really love. They'll look great in front of my books. And these are the 2 things that they sent me. So one of them is available for purchase on their website, Vampire. I don't know whether you can see it that well. It says Vampire. It's in a really spooky, cute, bloody font. And it feels like it's going to be a really robust bookmark. It's sort of nice and thin to fit in your book, but really strong, which I love because my bookmarks always seem to get demolished for some reason. And then the thing that they made just to go with my Mina books. So a purple Slayers that looks very similar to the Mina font. I absolutely love this. I have to admit I had a little moment where I felt a bit emotional when I saw this, because it's just really lovely that people want to make things that link to my book. So thank you so much for doing that. I super appreciate it. My husband picked these up in Smith's Toys for me. They are going to be Christmas presents, but I thought you would like to see. We've got a Chucky in this called Day Glow finish, and we have Pennywise. So I'm not going to open them until Christmas. I'm going to get him to wrap them, but I thought you'd like to see them now. And also, I don't think I've shown you these on a haul. I picked these up from Sainsbury's in the sale. They do light up. I don't know whether I've used the battery up, but I really liked this little Jack pumpkin. And we have a Sally pumpkin, which look really nice when you're watching TV or something in the dark. And then my son became obsessed with this, which is a light up Jack. I'll show you what it does if I can get it to turn on. I think we might take the batteries out. Oh! I won't play any more of that. I'm sure you've heard the song before, but it's really cool, and I like the fact that he's developing my spooky taste. So those I'm going to put somewhere around the room now Halloween is done. Next up, we'll go to the books. So I sent an early copy of this one from Firefly Press. It sounds like a really exciting thriller, so I'm excited to get to this. It says 10 strangers trapped in a television studio, 42 remote cameras, 5 dead bodies, 1 rule, trust no one. A dark YA thriller perfect for fans of The Traitors, and this is going to be published on the 7th of March, so definitely worth checking this one out. Also, this is Jay McGinnis's debut novel, which Scholastic sent me proof of, Bloodflowers. I got to meet Jay McGinnis at Yalk. He was super nice. Everybody seemed to be really excited at Yalk about this debut book, and I'm excited to have an early chance to read it. It says, there are many people across the other towns and the cities of the realm who would be amazed and terrified of your world. A world where the people flee behind a wall at dusk to escape the predators of the night. Where the houses stacked higher and higher and tighter than any palace in the queendom. Where by day the fields burst with blood-red flowers in the blink of an eye. I kind of wonder if this is vampires. It sounds a bit vampire-y, doesn't it? Either way, it sounds really good. This was a surprise. I didn't expect this to come, so thank you so much to Harper Teen for this. When We Become Ours is an anthology about adoptee stories. I'm super into anthologies at the moment, so it'd be lovely to read this one. I haven't read that many anthologies dealing with contemporary issues, so this features stories by lots of amazing YA authors like Eric Smith and Meredith Ireland, and then quite a few authors that I've not heard of, but I'm excited to try their work. And I like the fact that this is written around a theme, and a theme that I don't know loads about, so hopefully I can educate myself a bit at the same time as enjoying this book. Next up we have another copy that I've been sent, this one by Penguin. This sounds so great. I haven't read any Melissa Albert books, but this one, The Bad Ones, has got a quote on the back that says, House of Hollow meets A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, just 2 of my favourite books of recent years. The Bad Ones is a creepy and twisting supernatural thriller that will keep you hooked till the very last page. A game gone wrong, a town full of secrets, a missing friend. I think I actually need to read this one soon. It sounds really, really good. In fact, I'm going to make a special pile for that one. Okay, next, I managed to do an event with Jonathan Stroud at Yelk, one of those moments that didn't feel quite real because I've been reading his books for a long time, but I didn't have this one and I haven't read this series at all, so I got him to sign it for me. I'm really excited. I love Jonathan Stroud's other books that I've read, so I'm sure I'm going to love these. I don't know why I haven't picked them up yet. I think it's one of those things where I like to have some books left by an author that I really like, if that makes sense, so that when it's the time to read them, I can pick them up. I also, another surreal moment, got to sit next to and interview Yvette Fielding as part of the same panel as Jonathan Stroud, and I picked up her debut novel, which she also signed for me, which is really nice. She was absolutely lovely, told really interesting stories about her ghost hunting experiences, and this is her middle grade book kind of based on those experiences. Next up, my friend Sharon from Sharon Joy Reads has been recommending this book to me for a while because I've been craving an adult slasher that is quite extreme but not too extreme, so hopefully this will fit the bill beautifully for that. This book I think is aimed at children, but it's one of those books that I always flick through vampire books for facts, and if there are facts that I don't know in it, then I want to get the book. And although this is only 100 facts, I didn't know some of them, and I love the fact when you read children's books that they are often just really nicely illustrated compared with some adult ones that can be a bit drier. So I'm excited to give this one a read. Nice short read too. Next, my friend Mia got me some early birthday present. This one weirdly looks like it's got Jason Momoa on the cover. Anybody else see Jason Momoa's eyes in that? So she got me this one about notorious serial killers and cults, because she knows me so well. Two of my favourite subjects of interest. Next I got this at MCM, I think, from the Forbidden Planet store. That sounds right. I've been seeing this one on social media a lot and it sounds really good. It's kind of a found family story with lots of unique, interesting characters. It says a detective agency run by 3 witches and a ghost in a cat costume don't ask. They're hired to investigate murders with their only case so far left unsolved. Will they be up to the task? It sounds really good and cozy, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy that. Next, another one that I picked up at Comic-Con. It is a Tara story, a Tara prequel. I've always been really interested in what Tara's story was from before the events of Buffy, because it was alluded to that she had quite a dark past. So hopefully this book will delve into that a little. Next, my lovely friend Andrina has written her debut adult novel. It sounds so good. I pre-ordered this and it arrived during the month. It says, the Christmas Eve mystery schedule was laid out before her. Cocktails at 6, murder at 9, criminal brought to justice by 11, with plenty of time in between for subplots and red herrings, and a few hours afterwards for drunken post-mortem. So I think it sounds like it's a murder mystery party gone wrong. Oh, so they ran an exclusive group at university, and the mysteries they solved were grisly, but they were always fiction until their final Christmas puzzle, when one of the group disappeared never to be seen again. That sounds so good. I'm going to put that on my December TBR pile, I think, when I'm going to be doing all the Christmas reading. Now this is the book that I accidentally ordered 2 copies of, so if you would like the chance to win one of the copies that I wrongly ordered, you just need to mention it in the comments and I will enter you into the giveaway. And I mentioned in my wrap-up video, if you haven't watched that one yet, I really enjoyed this. It's a great adult romance with vampires. Next, this is R.L. Stine's autobiography. I love the fact that it's still written in his kind of middle grade style, digestible for children who are readers, so hopefully I will pick this one up soon because it sounds really interesting. I'd love to know more about R.L. Stine. Next up, I did an event in Whitby recently at the Whitby Bookshop, and I always collect editions of Dracula just because it's one of my favourite classics, and if I don't own them I have to have them, and that one was too pretty not to get. I don't know whether you can see the gorgeous blue colour very well on the filming, but it is lovely. Next up, I really enjoyed You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Calin Bayron, and this is her middle grade debut. So beautiful. I did a Waterstones event recently and I saw this one and I had to pick it up. It is a vampire book about a group who idolise vampire hunters, and then one of their friends goes missing. It sounds awesome. Next, a book that I've seen everywhere. I got this to go with that one in the buy one get one half price sale. Suddenly a Murder is a YA murder mystery, one of my favourite genres. This pile is getting really tall, so at some point if I get buried, you'll know what's happened. Next, my friend Han gave me a spare proof that she had of Bookshops and Bone Dust. I really enjoyed Legends and Lattes, so I'm really excited to see what the prequel of this is like. Next up, Shelley Mack sent me an early copy of her book, which is now out, but I didn't get a chance to haul it until now. Landis is her debut fantasy. It's about a visionary prince and a vengeful princess who are divided by an impenetrable barrier, which sounds really good. Next, I was sent 2 CJ Tudor books. If you posted about this one on social media, The Drift, which is her previous book, I haven't read yet but sounds really good, they sent you her vampire book, a proof of it, which is really exciting. It came with a little drink that you can make, a bag to put the drink in, I assume. I haven't properly read it. But I'm so excited to see what CJ Tudor's take on vampires is going to be. It's set in Alaska, so I'm thinking 40 Days of Night type goodness. It's going to be great. Next, we have a feminist Arthurian book by Laura Bates, who I saw do an event and was amazing to listen to. So I'm excited to see what she's got to, like, her feminist take on the Arthurian legend will be. I don't know whether I'm saying that word right, Arthurian. Anyway. Next we have Steintingler's 2. I loved Steintingler's. It was so fun. R.L. Stein's last anthology. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Next we have another anthology, which is Solstice Horror Stories by loads of authors I really like Stephen Graham Jones, Alma Katsu, and others I've recently discovered like Josh Malerman. So I'm really excited to see. It's very chunky, so I might read this one in little bits, I think. That's when I add that one to the dangerous pile of books I really want to read soon. And then finally, a book that I bought and instantly read, so I have already read it. This is 4 horror stories by Rachel Harrison, delving into different aspects of things that women encounter. So one of them is a bachelor party. One of them is a woman who finds it really hard to make decisions and ends up using a magic 8-ball to make them. I won't say too much about this because this isn't my wrap up, but I really loved this book, and I recommend it if you're looking for different brands of horror all rolled into one. Some of it quite creepy, some quite funny. Definitely give this one a go. So that is it. A huge pile of books, a few nice spooky goodies. As I said, you can enter the giveaway to win a copy of My Roommate is a Vampire if you comment below. Thank you so much for watching. As always, likes and subscribes are really appreciated, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!